The Holy Roman Empire was, from its very inception, deeply intertwined with the Catholic Church. The emperor's coronation by the Pope in Rome was not merely a symbolic act, but a testament to the complex relationship between secular and religious authority in medieval Europe. This delicate dance between the two powers, however, was often more akin to a wrestling match, with each side vying for supremacy. The investiture controversy, a bitter conflict that erupted in the 11th century, epitomized the struggle between the empire and the papacy. At its heart lay the question of who had the right to appoint bishops, powerful figures who controlled vast tracts of land and wielded considerable influence. The emperors, eager to consolidate their power, saw the appointment of loyal bishops as crucial to their rule. The popes, however, viewed this as an infringement on their spiritual authority, arguing that only the church had the right to choose its own leaders. The investiture controversy raged for decades, dividing Christendom and weakening the empire. It culminated in the humiliating Walk to Canossa in 1077, when Emperor Henry IV was forced to stand barefoot in the snow for 3 days outside a castle in northern Italy, begging forgiveness from Pope Gregory VII. Though a compromise was eventually reached, the conflict left an indelible mark on the relationship between the empire and the papacy. It highlighted the limits of imperial power and underscored the growing influence of the Church in European affairs. Despite the often contentious relationship between the Emperor and the Pope, the Catholic Church played a vital role in the Holy Roman Empire. It provided a unifying cultural and spiritual force in a realm deeply divided along linguistic and political lines. Monasteries served as centers of learning and scholarship, preserving ancient knowledge and fostering intellectual discourse. Bishops, often drawn from the ranks of the nobility, acted as mediators and advisors to local rulers. The Church, in many ways, served as the glue that held the fragmented empire together. The year 1618 marked the beginning of one of the most devastating conflicts in European history, the 30 Years' War. What began as a local religious dispute in Bohemia quickly escalated into a continent-wide conflagration, engulfing the Holy Roman Empire and drawing in powers from across Europe. The war, fueled by religious intolerance, dynastic ambitions and power politics, would leave an indelible scar on the continent, forever altering the political landscape of Europe. The Holy Roman Empire, already weakened by internal divisions and religious strife, became the main battleground of this devastating conflict. Armies marched back and forth across its lands, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Cities were sacked, villages razed, and entire populations decimated by famine and disease. The war, fought with a brutality that shocked even by the standards of the time, had a catastrophic impact on the empire's economy and social fabric. The Peace of Westphalia, signed in 1648, finally brought an end to the bloodshed. The treaties that emerged from this peace conference redrew the map of Europe, weakening the Holy Roman Empire and strengthening the power of France and Sweden. The empire, though surviving in name, was effectively finished as a major European power. The Peace of Westphalia also marked a turning point in European history, ushering in a new era of state sovereignty and religious tolerance. The 30 Years' War left the Holy Roman Empire a shadow of its former self. Its population decimated, its economy in ruins, and its political unity shattered. The empire limped on for another century and a half. However, the seeds of its demise had been sown. The war had exposed the empire's inherent weaknesses, its inability to effectively govern its vast and diverse territories, and its vulnerability to external pressures. The rise of new powers, such as France and Prussia, further diminished the empire's influence, relegating it to the sidelines of Europe.